So this is a 2020 Mercedes-Benz A220. This vehicle has several different error lights on the dashboard, which I'm going to be diagnosing and fix. This car was involved in a minor accident, and all the physical components that were broken has been fixed, but these error lights still remain on the dashboard. So for now, let me go through each message I have on the cluster, each error message I have on the cluster. So I can see active brake assist, blind spots, ABS and traction inoperative, auxiliary battery malfunction. Well, let me go into the message itself. Service, then I have 4 different messages: inoperative ABS, parking brake. As you can see, if you look down here, the park light is blinking, so that is why we have the parking light also. Then active brake assist function limited, so then blind spot assist inoperative. So that's why we have different error light on the dashboard, the tire light, the ABS, and several other error lights. So firstly, I'll be running a scan to know all what I have on the system, but I don't know why this park lights just keep blinking. So to activate it, you press brake and push this switch. So this light is supposed to stay solid on, and when I pull the park switch like that, it's supposed to go off. But this system seems not to be functioning. So let me just run a scan on the whole system and see what is actually going on. So I have several error message, and this error message are really much. So let me just glance through and see what I'm getting here. I can see error with all-wheel drive, on boost, communication with front radar. So let me just clear these messages and do a rescan. So with that, I will know what fault is actually being active. So for the parking brake light that is blinking, I did a directional test and I couldn't get this motor to move, to work. Although the right side, the driver's side, which is the left side, works when I do directional test, but here it's not working. And I come to check the wirings, I see it's firm, but I don't know why this motor is not working yet. Something else is still wrong, so I will still have to keep checking. Probably it's a wiring issue or the motor itself is bad. So after clearing the codes, I did a rescan and I'm still getting some fault code. So let me just check through the fault code I'm getting now, because this particular fault code will be an active code. So I can see right rear wheel speed sensor short circuit to ground or open circuit, right brake caliper. I think I'm having more issues on the right rear, because there was also an impact on that right rear tire because it was bad. And one funny thing about these vehicles is one single particular fault might be triggering up all these error lights. So, but firstly, I want to sort out the parking brake. So when I pulled it, I can see the switch work because I can see the live data here. It works. So once I push it in, it shows close. So this switch works. Once I pull it, the module actually recognize this signal. The signal is getting to the module responsible for this switch. So I'm having an output problem. So let me check the wheel speed also, because it's complaining of wheel speed sensor. And I noticed something. That right rear is reading over 3,000 kilometers per hour with the vehicle stationary. So there's something really wrong with that. Either the sensor or the wiring on the right rear. So I will have to take a look at the right rear wiring much more carefully. So the right rear wheel speed sensor is located just at the back of this brake disc. So this is the sensor. Let me try to pull out the connector, the wiring connector. So this is the connector and it looks very fine. Now with the connector disconnected, let's do a data stream and check what we are still getting. So I'm still getting 3,686.3 kilometers per hour. That's a lot of speed, and this vehicle is stationary. So I still have the right rear wheel speed sensor short circuit, right brake caliper fault, components not in operation. So I still have an issue around here, and all the wiring seems to be fine. So I'll just have to keep checking again. Probably I'll do a voltage check on each of those connectors, because all the wires around there are fine. I can't even find any broken wire. Yeah, so I found something. As I was tracing the wire backward, I found this broken connector here. This connector houses both the wiring for the parking brake caliper and the wheel speed sensor. So this explains why I'm not getting any signal from the wheel speed sensor, and I'm not also able to bi-directionally control the parking brake motor. So will be replacing this wire because it's a very strong wire and connection. So I'll be replacing this old wire, and there's a module here that also has an impact on it. So this module also might have been affected. So I'll be replacing this module and this wiring also. Then we'll see what we get. So at this point, I've replaced the wiring connection and the parking brake motor, and now the system works. Once I push the switch, you see the park light comes on and stays on. Once I pull it to release, the park light goes off. Once I push it, it comes back on. So the parking brake system now works fine. I only have auxiliary battery malfunction message now, which that auxiliary battery will be replaced later in the separate video. So for now, there's no single error message on this cluster. With that, let me do a rev scan. I'll scan the whole system of this vehicle, and now as you can see, all the system shows pass, that there's no single fault on them. So there's no fault on this car right now. As you can see, the message shows zero message, which means zero error message. So let me just drive the car around and see what comes up, because these cars can be funny. Some faults might be waiting for a particular wheel speed data or signal to come up. So now after driving it, I have another error message, which is currently unavailable, radar sensor dirty. So it's showing me an error for the radar sensor. So I've gotten back to the workshop and I opened the location for the radar sensor. If you look carefully, there is a radar sensor just beneath this bumper here. That is the radar sensor without wiring connection. The message says the sensor is dirty. I cleaned it up, installed it back, and it's still saying the sensor is dirty. So definitely this sensor is affected already from the impact, and we need to be replaced and recalibrated to this vehicle, and the whole fault will be fixed.